All right. I, honest to goodness gracious, tried to do this earlier. And can I just tell you, I got bored with the message myself, with its delivery, with my monotoneness. I was like, ew. And I don't know why it was coming out. Like, there's times where when something's very point blank, it's spirit, right? But this is just like hodgepodgey, like, oh, you know, I didn't want to deliver it. I was like, I'm not doing this. So took some time, corrected some energy, just because once I get into one of those, I'm like, ugh. So I had to get rid of the resistance within me to do a reading. Had a little conversation with spirit about this. I feel like that plays in a little bit, like you've been bored with life maybe, and it's kind of like tired of hearing the same old, and I don't know, there's just something about it. So, cleansed and cleared. You can still see a little bit of the it's like an oil almost. It's Florida water on it. I wiped everything down with Florida water. Just spent some time recalibrating, right? Because I know that there's a message to come out. So, first off, sorry about that, guys. I literally just jumped right in. Welcome to Weird and Woo Woo. I am weird, and we all get a bit woo woo here, okay? If that's you, then welcome. Hope you stick around to see if the message is for you. If it's not, you go ahead and have a fantastic, wonderful day, okay? All right, so we're going to do next steps, or what's next kind of message or reading. And so before we delve in, I do want to remind you, clear, please. I was feeling my own third eye vibrate, and it was a bit distracting. It was weird. Okay. So, you are the sovereign being over your entire life, right? Which means you get to use your discernment as to if, when, how, where, why any of the messages might apply. All right. So that means, let's say it all together, we don't Cinderella this shit to make it fit. Fantastic. All right. Let me delve into my coffee because I feel like I need it. All right. I feel the need for fun. I feel the need for just to enjoy the process. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to enjoy the process, okay? Sacred Traveler's Oracle. I get the sense that you're going to have a wish coming true. And your connection with Spirit's going to amplify, they just said. Meaning it's going to be a lot easier to connect, a lot easier to hear. I think there's something very specific about the auditory messages that you get, like hearing answers to certain things. Now, obviously, clairaudience is not the same, okay, as somebody who is having a mental health crisis, okay? So there is a distinct difference. And if you never, I want to say never, anytime a spiritualist talks about clairaudience, never conflate that with true mental health issues, okay? There's anybody who experiences it, there's a very distinct difference. One, they're not hunted by it. Two, they're not easily influenced by it. They just are aware, and it's like, one, they can sense the energy of it, and it doesn't impede their ability to function in this world or with their mental health, like in other capacities, like with depression stuff. So I always want to clarify, anybody who experiences clairaudience, there's a huge distinctive difference. And there's not fear with it either. And it's not something that tells you, like, it's directing you to do things that are abnormal for, like, it doesn't do that shit. Anywho's, so, just in case people, you know, ever want to say anything, that's not what we're talking about. Alrighty. Sacred shit. Seriously? Let's just see. I was just trying to show you. Let's see what it is. I don't know if this is part of the reading, but I find it funny that it all kind of slid out just perfectly, face up. And I'm like, are you serious? So we've got, woo, clear the past and heal the present. There's some rejuvenation at hand. Be very mindful as you move forward. Through gratitude, joy expands. So be happy. Like, they want you to experience happiness with how things are unfolding. Lie back, rest, and relax. Love flows through you and to you. This is the very first time this has come out for me. Huh. And I feel like the voyage of the heart is you loving life. Like, really, truly enjoying it and feeling filled. Take action with passion, and I think those two go together. Joy, open your heart to joy. Absolutely. You stand in the light of truth and keep going forward. And at the bottom of the deck, believe in magic. All right. Like I feel as if saying happiness and joy is the rejuvenating energy that you're going to get to experience that allows you to be present in the moment. Because the lie back, rest, and relax feels like resting in your own skin, like not being uptight, like just being able to relax in the present moment, right? And the, you know, kind of like moving forward thoughtfully is being aware of the moment, being in the moment, but also being aware of your thoughts and the choices that you make to help maintain this sense of joy, because it's a choice. It's like the Lover's card. Love and joy is a choice, meaning that there's a lot of things that can rob us of that. I'm not one to be like, oh, it's all, but when we are presented with it, all too frequently, we make choices and decisions to reject it. Either being comfortable with the chaos or having comfort in the pain, being addicted to that, or cortisol. Like, it's like we make choices and decisions that prevent us from allowing and accepting and you know, like almost like bringing the joy within. Like, there's times we take ourselves out of the enjoyment of experiencing life. And so that's really what they're talking about, okay? So let's go ahead. Release control. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Embracing enthusiasm. Yes! You're just like, I am, yes, surrendering to the journey. You're in the space of allowance and happy anticipation. That's what I want to say. And enjoying each step of the way instead of all overly focusing on some goal and always focusing on how you're not at that goal yet, because it robs you of your joy in the moment. It's, I am so sick and tired of not being happy, of not being satisfied, of not experiencing peace. This is a conscious decision. Ooh, protected by angels. I feel that that has something to do with the being, that veil that I was talking about, being a lot more connected and hearing. Joy helps you to connect, like this sense of allowance, this going with the flow and being open to it and open to the joys that it can bring at each step, helps to clear whatever psychic connection that you have with your spiritual team. There's something about embracing your enthusiasm and allowing yourself to be happy. Like, just fucking allow yourself to be happy. That actually acts as a protection for you in this. There is transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. So this is the Phoenix rising now, okay? Well, I didn't think we were going to discovering the truth. You stand in the light of truth. Again, some of the same cards. Move forward, keep moving forward. Take a risk, venture forward. Allow this to be an adventure. Don't overplan is what I want to say. Do not overplan because that leaves room for opportunity. Passion and pleasure. Savor your life. It really is about, I'm about to fucking enjoy every freaking morsel that I possibly can. I am so sick and tired of focusing on something and trying to figure out how to get there that I miss out on shit right fucking now. You've been on pause for too long, they said. They're showing me, so in the old movies or some of the old cartoons, there would be like the bike and somebody would get on the bike and they'd pedal, 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 like this is the feet pedaling. And it's like, it's a stationary bike. Like they're trying to go somewhere and it's not going anywhere. That was you. And I think you've gotten to this place of surrender is you've probably tried to figure out every which way, up, down, left, right, center of, okay, how do I move forward closer? How do I move forward closer? And you've just come to the realization, I feel like you have kept yourself out of joy and happiness and pleasure because you've been so in your mind trying to, like that part of you that's like, I'm going to get there. Da, 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 da. And it's like, you desired the victory of that achievement. And it has been robbing you of experiencing life along the way. And has made that goal actually burdensome. That shit's been... bleh. And it's lost it's gotten lackluster. It's lost its, you know, and that impacts your level of passion. So it's like a new dawn, a new day, a new life. Oh, Michael Bublé is coming through. Okay, so what's next is they're kind of like saying, it's you enjoying every step instead of trying to figure out the very next step all the time. And it's like, I'm going to be over here doing shit, having fun. And when the next step appears, I'll take it. But I'm not really going to be too concerned about when that shows up. I don't know. There's something about a lot of really good things that happen when instead of saying what's next or what is the next step or what do I have to do, or saying, Spirit, bring this to me. Spirit, bring that to me. Spirit, blah, blah, blah. It's like, start asking to go on an adventure. Start asking for adventure. Start asking for fun. Start saying, I'm ready to have some fun. I'm ready for something joyous. Show me how I can have joy today. Show me how I can love this day, or show me what new experience I can embrace this week. Like saying that, because getting into the feeling aspect of things is going to be really important for you. It takes you out of your mental chambers. The next thing is you're going to start caring less about what the next step is, because you're so overly focused with loving your life and finding joy wherever you can get it, finding pleasure, finding luxury, finding the experience. Like, you're now searching for experiences. And somehow that gets you there. They're saying because that goal that you have, that tangible goal, is really an experience. Okay, so let's pull out... Lord of mercy. No, they want me to shuffle it more. Hold on. Eight of Wands. Here we go. That was a good one. All right. And they just said they're going to start speaking to you in experiences. So maybe a lot of what they share with you or prompt you to do will be guidance towards an experience, and they'll talk about it as such, versus I just feel like you're supposed to start living. Somebody has not been living, or they've been going through the motions and stuff like that, right? And I get a new dawn, a new day, a new life. Like, you are so sick of waiting for shit. That's why you're ready to embrace happiness and enthusiasm. Queen of Wands. Like, she has a hunger and a desire to taste the yumminess of life, okay? This is very much so the pleasure card. This is she's indulgent. She allows herself to indulge. A significant life event, powerful revelation that leads to some kind of change. And both of these talk about spreading your wings and flying, right? Stretch your wings and fly. Time to spread your wings. Time to seek your pleasures. Time to seek the things that bring you pleasure. It's like, put emphasis on that. And yes, there's going to be certain things that we do that may not be like if you're working, you're like, I may not go to work all the time, but I always have something that I'm looking forward to. When I am allowing myself to find pleasure in all kinds of things, even the lunch that I eat, even in the new outfit I get to wear to work, when I get to experience the pleasure of coming home and walking around in my home in my birthday suit and just feeling good and enjoying the feeling of feeling good. It's like those other things that our mind used to fixate on that were considered mundane and boring. Yep, there it is. I was so bored with the message before, that it becomes, it in itself becomes a better experience and not seen as, because there's like a high that you get from finding all the little pleasures in life. And it makes the rest of life vibrate higher. The World. Joy, contentment, and gratitude. This is the path. This right here is the path towards enlightenment. This is actually getting you to where you want to be, because it isn't the tangible so much that you wanted. It was the experience that it could bring to you. So you have to start focusing on the experiences now. How you connect to it and what it does for you, and having an appreciation of all those things. And I do not get that everything's gonna be little, but it's kind of like, you know, I get the notion that somebody's like, well, you know, in between doing this and having this experience and this experience, there's all this other stuff. And it's like, because you're meant to find it in the day-to-day. You're meant, but also in these grand adventures, okay? Like, life gets to be an adventure now. What new thing are you going to show me today? What new experience? What new emotion? How can I connect through my heart more to this life that I'm living? That's where the good shit, yep. I was gonna say, that's where the good shit, your wish comes true. That's how your wish comes true. It's a love of fucking life. I told you. That's how life gets good. It isn't the goals. It isn't the tangible that you get. It is the feeling. And when you start tapping into the feelings of all these little, like, it starts to move mountains in your life. Okay? And so Spirit's like, we're not going to talk in measurements of goals or steps. We're going to talk in the feeling, the experience. So that's what they mean. They're going to start talking to you in experiences to help you focus on having an experience, surrendering to the journey. Okay, I was just looking at this one and I was like, oh, and you're protected. You do have a guardian angel. This is talking about a guardian angel here. And remember, well, in the one that was boring, I was like looking at the Azathoth Tarot, and there was like a dog licking the Fool, and it was like, I can get loyalty and, you know, that kind of stuff, like trustworthiness. And it's like, you have somebody with your spiritual team that is, I heard, handpicked. I don't know if by you or by your spiritual team, to walk closely with you. It's again, it reminds me of my Lilith, who's only 8, where when we have new experiences, he's excited, anticipating, but he isn't sure. And something about the comfort of me being right there, or one of his older brothers being right there, it allows him to enjoy it more. Versus if he was by himself and he went to go do something, he may sit off in a corner. And so it's like, there's almost this sense of you are being escorted, you are being helped to make this transition. You're being helped to, like, redirected each moment. If they need to, they will redirect you to the experience and not the steps, to the experience and not the goal, to the experience in every moment. And you may find yourself, I feel like this guardian angel, this spirit guide, this passed on loved one is going to, even in the moments where you're like, oh, today was a rough day, something, a little something, like when the moments really call for it, they will redirect your attention and your energy to something very pleasurable. I even see somebody, I don't know, this is how I am. I get excited over the littlest of things. And so sometimes, like, being in nature, I'll get like, there's a particular tree and I'm like, oh my gosh. Or like there's a really amazing, like I encounter wildlife, or I might encounter a bird. Like I get excited when I'm like, oh, there, look, you know, kind of thing. Like it snaps me out of it, right? And I'm not saying that's the only way, but it's kind of like, you know, making sure that somebody bumps into you that has a knack for pulling you out of something. Like their job is to pull you out of your mind, to help refocus you. So they're kind of like with you in this, to help amplify your experience so that you can really buy in and tie into feeling and living and experiencing every moment of life. Because it does say, let me just say, like down here, I know you can't really see, but it says a guardian angel. You are ready. Life is magical. Your ability to manifest from this space when you're living in the experiences is, that's, like I said, obstacles will be removed. Like that is the space. And so they're saying there's a heavy emphasis on focusing on the experience, okay? Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. There's a changing. There's the phoenix rising. There is the movement from being tied to, and tethered to pain and how much things are not happening to the just love of life. Trust the universe. The timing's not yours, but the universe at play. Have faith and breathe. Breathe. As sunrise hits upon the dew, a messenger raven calls out with news. Prepare for the unexpected. Life is about to become an adventure. Anything else, Spirit? Life is about to become an adventure. Life is about to become an adventure. There's something there. Two of Pentacles and Empress. Unexpected choice to be had. You're going to get to leave behind a very burdensome, there's going to be an unexpected choice with the Tower with the Lovers. There's going to be an unexpected choice coming in that allows you to walk away from Eight of Cups, some level of oppression, some level of burden, a burden. And that's where the Two of Pentacles comes in. The Two of Pentacles is an opportunity to give birth to. And we do have scissors over here, which would cut any old cords to some like old pains. And they're showing me, this is like a beat up, dilapidated car. There are no wheels. It's almost like futuristic. Like there's a focus on the future. Yeah, there's a focus on, like, the future is now, is what I'm hearing. The future gets to be experienced now. The future is actually in the moment. Like, we have a cup here, and there's, like, gold coming out of it. And there's gold nuggets below. Like, if that's not an adventure. I find it odd that they choose the King of Cups, even despite the actual depictions on there. Clarify the King of Cups for me. Well, it's again, that's their version of a choice, because the King of Cups determines what he pours his cup into. What's worth his energy, what's worth his investment. You're just choosing differently. I just got to be honest with you. You are willing to experience and open yourself up. Look. Yes, her third eye is lit up. Okay, I'm going to show you. Her third eye is absolutely lit up. This is the Empress card. But look at her, where her heart chakra is. It's the portal. It is the portal to all of creation. It is the mechanism. It is your tool, your resource. To having the life that you want to live. And so you're choosing this adventure. At the bottom, we have the Magician. You're about to create the life you wanted. Again, it's about the experience. That is your focus. Having the experience. Alrighty then. Those are your next steps, guys. I hope this message meets or finds whoever it's meant for. And I will see you guys later this week.